once we have a bit of a blue sky and it's not raining. 13 cocks that I got off Josh. I'm going to let them out today. They've only been here a couple of days. I've dropped them down on food, but we're a race against time with racing coming up in April. I know a lot of people in the comments will be like, why are you trying to even bother racing broken pigeons? But these are unraced yearlings. So the hardest part's going to be is getting them broken in, and we will let them out today, and then we will go and pick them back up this afternoon, and they won't be fed at Josh's place. And that way, hopefully they'll start realising that they only get fed here. They know the line of flight where they flew home, back to Josh's, and then they'll know basically to come back here then, do you know what I mean, after they've set off from here and got the bearings flying around. So that's the plan. Anything could happen. The birds might decide not to cross the water. Where we are, there is the Mersey estuary, and he will be over that side somewhere. So yeah, we're just gonna have to let them out and see what happens. I'm gonna put a bath out for them to see if they want a bath. Fact of the matter is, the garden is an absolute mess. I did board the bottom of the loft in yesterday, just with some old decking boards, as you can see. I just still need to do this side. But yeah, it is a mess, and it's not ideal, but we've not had ideal weather, so I still need to flag in front of this loft and rotivate the garden and get it all clean and obstacle free. As you can see, I collected a lot of wood, so there's stuff absolutely everywhere. Now, I can imagine the minute I'm going to let these pigeons out, they're just going to hit the sky and they're not going to be asked about a bath. However, if some do decide to have a little walk around and then they see the bath, they get a bath and they become a little bit chilled out. So I'm not going to fill the bath too much up, but yeah, I can imagine that they're just going to come out and they're going to get up and circle around and then they're off. Time will tell. Go and get some Trapper Mix, which is Red Band TK conditioner. They've been fed on to Purity for the past couple of days, so put them on that, get some in the jug. I can shake them in and try and entice them to then come back. We'll see. So these are the birds. Come on. I'm going to give them a little bit in the trough just to show what's back in the shed. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm literally throwing a couple of seeds in just to get them interested to be on the floor rather than fly straight off the perch like that one just sat on the perch. He's a bit wary, that one, to be fair. Come on. I'd rather them come off the floor and just come towards the door rather than... Come on. There you go, that one's down. So I'll open this door now and I'll step back and... Come on. And even if they come out for a few minutes, walk around, that's enough. Come on. Come on. Come on. They are hungry, they're just having a really good look around. I'm going to stand back a little bit. I'll sit here and just chill with them, sat on the decking. As I say, once they get up, they're gone. However, it's expected and we will be going to pick them back up. I'm treating them like young birds. Come on. See, he's brave coming out. And he knows to go back in. These are all cocks, there's 13 of them. Once someone spooks them, they'll be up, and then once they're in the air, that's it. They will leave. They're not going to hang around, but this is part of breaking the pigeons in, just giving them a little bit of space, allowing them to come down. Now he's up on the shed, so he'll be the one that goes off. Come on. Now what would be good is if he's seen the others on the floor and come back down. And that one's gone back in the perch. Come on. Go on then. What we don't want is same as at young birds is where, right, he's gone. He's gone. With young birds is where a cat comes and spooks them or another bird comes and spooks them. I don't even think that one circled round, to be fair. I think he just literally took off and gone. I know where he is. He's gone up high though, so he's gone to look where he's going. You can barely see him, but he's in the background there. Flutting in and out like this is not a bad idea. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but he is up there. He's having a bloody good look around, and that's what we want. We want him to have a look around and learn where this is. So it's all part of education. There we go. There's the rest of them. Where are they? We'll try and catch it whether they've gone straight up high. There they all are. There's the 5 of them together now, I think. Is that them? Is it? Pretty sure it was. No, I think they're a bit lower down. It's hard to see because these trees are in the way. I think they're coming over the trees now. Yeah, it's the 5 of them together. They're going over, I can't zoom in on this, but they're going over towards there now. They're still flying around. They've not left the area yet. It'd be nice if they come back around and have a look over the loft. Well, they're not mine. They're not mine. There's the rest of them. There's a couple more left in, but they have come back round. I've just seen them over there. They're flying around over sort of that ways. There they are. I don't know if you can see on the camera in the distance. There's 4 of them coming back over here now. Come on! I don't know where them other ones have just gone though. Hopefully they'll join up. many have we got left in there? There's 4 still. The same 4 coming back around, but the ones that I've just took off then, I can't see them. I think that might be one up there, if the camera's picking it up. There's the 4 now. Come on! They're the first 4 that went up. Obviously there's one that's gone off on its own. So there's 4 there and 4 above them. So there's 8. Come on! There they are coming over. Hey, that's what we want. We want them looking. Come on in! That one's on the trap. So they need to join up with them. They are joining up, I think. Well, no, they're a bit higher than ones. But there's 8 there, 9, 10, 11. There's 3 on the loft here. And that's them 2 gone as well. But I can see 5, 6, 7, 8. Ignore there's a couple of strays just gone in with them, but I can see them having a good look round. Check now if there's any more left in here. I don't think there is. I think that's it. I think that's everything. I don't know if I've got a leak somewhere because I can see a wet patch. So there's something I'll have to keep an eye on. Don't think I have. So what we'll do is we'll just put this landing board down. They're not going to use it, but I think by now they'll have had a good look round and they'll be heading home. These are having a little look round as well. Come on. There is a few hanging around. It's been 10 minutes now since these first took off in the sky, and they've crossed over the loft a couple of times. They're still hanging around. The main batch of them has gone. I think there's 5 hanging around, or 6. Hopefully they'll come back round and I can get it on camera. There they are. I know there's 2, 4, 6, 8 of them there, 9 of them there. 9 of them circling around the loft. After 10 minutes, there's another one on its own there. I think there's another one coming back over, and there's only 13. So if that's not a good sign, I don't know what is. I don't think they'll come back. I think they'll still go back to Josh's. But time will tell, you never know. Stranger things have happened, haven't they? Still flying round. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 I think. There's one behind them, 12. There they come. Coming over the loft now. Come on! That's been about 15 minutes now since they first went up. So if anything, 15 minutes of flying around this area, they are mapping the loft out. They are mapping this location before they're even trying to head home. There they come. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, still 11 there. They're giving this immediately over the house a bit of a wide berth. As I said, I don't want them to land with the ferals. They're over in that direction now where there's a couple of ferals. They are diverting the ferals because the ferals are there flying around and they've gone over this way. Now, I haven't got a trapper or any other pigeons that are broken into this house, so this is breaking fresh pigeons in that are yearlings, and they're obviously quite early bred yearlings, I'd imagine. I've not asked Josh what age they are, but most people breed them quite early now. Come on. Still 20 minutes on, they're still here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, so there's 9 left here now. Then here's the other one that keeps breaking out and coming back. Got a lovely view though, haven't we? They've gone out of sight now, so I think they've gone the other way. Oh, they're clapping and that now as well. Come on! They're a bit scattered. There's only 2, 4, 6, 8 flying together. There's only 5 flying together now. They have just come a bit lower over the house. I can tell it's them just based on the mealy pie that's with them. They're hanging around because this is about 3 streets away from me, and there's one on the roof, so they are hanging around. Well, 3 hours have passed and there's no sign of any pigeons in the sky, and there is definitely that I can see no sign of any that's landed around the loft or gone into the loft. I will check, but I don't think they have. No, the loft is empty. I've just had word that they've not returned home after 3 hours either. So there is a bit of water between us. The Mersey estuary is between us, so maybe they don't want to cross the water. Maybe they are going around and it's going to take them a few hours to get back. But yeah, nothing here so far. 3 hours in. So it's now night time and we've not had a single pigeon back, which was expected. Obviously I was expecting to let them out in the morning, go and pick them up from the loft that they come from in the afternoon, but unfortunately none have turned up at home. Now it was a slight southeast wind and the direction that they were going to get back home was north west, so they should have made it home pretty easy. These pigeons again have been trained but not been raced, so there's no excuse why they wouldn't be home. So we're just going to have to wait until the morning and see what the morning holds and see if any turn back up here or at the other house. I did see obviously that one on the roof before, as you've seen previous in the video, but I don't know where they've gone. Maybe they're just getting the bearings, maybe they've just gone down on the roof, maybe they're a little bit confused and they'll turn up tomorrow. But time will tell, and I will keep the content coming and we'll see what happens. So it's first light. I need to let my dog out, but I also need to check if there is any birds back. No, I can't see them being any back this early. But yeah, birds will lift at this time of day. It's, what is it? Just before 8 o'clock. And there's nothing. The weather today is fine rain. It's the visibility is rubbish. You can't see it on the camera. The visibility is rubbish. So hopefully they will get back to Josh, or they will turn up here throughout the day. I'm making use of standing around looking at the sky. It's clean out day, so I've got my overalls on and got my mask. I've just cleaned the stock section out. I candled all the eggs yesterday. Out of 19 pair down, there is 5 clear eggs. That's not bad considering the unsettled pigeons. So yeah, I'm going to give you a little look at the stock pigeons now. Well, I say stock, they're all stock at the minute because they don't go out. But yeah, I'll give you a little look at them now. So just put some matrix down for them. Still waiting for that pair to go down. I've took the eggs off that pair because they were clear. We've got one clear egg with the silver hen, and I've just added this cock from the section that we had in here along with the hen, because I didn't have a hen to pair up with the cock that took that box. So I've moved him over to that loft, and he can be broken in, hopefully. Say that, we could have lost them 13 that we tried to break in yesterday. But yeah, that's the breeders at the minute. Obviously, that cock's come off there. He's the mealy pied cock for the matrix. It's about 10 o'clock now, and I've had no word that any pigeons have gone back to the other end. So again, the skies are empty. There's nothing flying around. There's nothing shown on the roofs. It is what it is. Now, a lot of people are going to turn around and say, well, why didn't you just keep them in longer? Why didn't you just pair them up? Why didn't you get them down on younglings and break them to that? Well, unfortunately, there was 13 cocks and no hens to go with them. Now, the idea of breaking them in, as I've probably previously mentioned, is I was feeding them here for a week, letting them out, go and pick them back up, no food at the other end, back to here, feed them here, miss a day, let them out again, go and pick them up, bring them here, feed them here, and so on. And I found that very successful in breaking pigeons in the past. Like, sometimes you just let them out and they stay, which is crazy. I want to know of you in the comments whether you think it's a clever pigeon that breaks easy, or whether it's a stupid pigeon that breaks easy. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Just had one turn back up on the next door neighbour's garden and try and get it in now. Come on. Go on then. Come on then. Come on. Come on then. That is one back. And one has gone back to, I'd say, the owner, so that's two. All the way the rest are. Well, we have a cat. Psst. That's not what we want. So it's day 3, and we only have the 2 pigeons back, one at my place and one at Josh's place. So actually a bit confused of where the other 11 have gone. Whether they worked their way, I am confident that a couple have worked their way back, maybe to Josh, maybe to here. But it's a bit strange, isn't it? Pigeons that have been trained, they've never been raced, but they've been trained at quite a distance as well, to be fair, last year. And they've been flying out every day at Josh's, and they've just decided not to go home. So I'm going to wrap this video up. Obviously it wasn't the way I was expecting it to go. I expected to let the pigeons out 8:30 in the morning, pick them up in the afternoon, bring them home, feed them, as I've said before. But why have a YouTube channel if you only film the good? Do you know what I mean? You've got to film the good, the bad and the ugly. That's how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to conclude this video.